Have you ever dated somebody who was so much on your face that in your quiet moments you're wondering if everything was okay with them or if they needed some sort of special intervention? So you leave the house and literally 3 minutes after you've left, they are buzzing your phone. So like, hello, babe, where are you? Not so far from the gate. Why? Oh, where have you reached? Is there traffic? No, there's no traffic. It's moving slowly. There's a cop I can see and the lights are about to turn green. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just checking up on you. 10 minutes later, have you reached the office? Yes, we are just about to start our departmental meeting. Okay. Have you seen Mr. Samson? Yeah. Have you guys discussed what you're telling me, Jana? I'll let me finish and then I get back to you. Or a guy, you're on the phone, laughing, and then you come back where he's like, who are you talking to? My mom. Show me the call log. Like, babe, it's my mom. Duh. Have you ever dated somebody like that? Are you like that? Now, apparently, our attachment styles have a lot to do with and is highly influenced by how we related with our parents or our caregivers when we were infants. And I want us to have a quick chat about our attachment styles and how they can affect us as adults. So that the hope of this conversation is so that you know how you relate in your current relationships and hopefully take a step back and try and reevaluate where you went wrong and how you can fix it. Good evening. My name is Eric, and this is Eric Stories. Thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me. Hillary and her daughter, Hillary Clinton and her daughter Chelsea, have written a phenomenal book. It's called The Book of Gutsy Women. And while she was promoting the book, she talks about how growing up in her household was particularly tough because her father was emotionally illiterate. So that where he was required to express himself, he would bark instead. And she said that that sort of affected her in her adult life, as many of us. Okay, as many of us. So according to psychologists, there are 4 attachment style strategies that adults end up adopting. Again, from how they were raised as infants. 1, secure attachment strategy. 2, avoidant attachment strategy. 3, anxious attachment strategy. And 4, anxious avoidant attachment strategy. So again, my hope is you're going to be slightly informed as I am trying to be. I've been really introspective in the past couple of years now, if you've been following the series, and I've been tracing my malevolence from whence they may have come from. And in my reading in the recent past, I thought to share with you some of these blinders. Sometimes we're blind to our blindness, and you think the person across from you in your partner is the person with the challenge, but most of the time it's you. So let's knock it off with some definitions, shan't we? Anxious attachment strategy are developed in childhood by infants who receive love and care with unpredictable sufficiency. So there's love and care, but it's very spasmodic. Mom and dad could be working away from home for prolonged periods of time. So when they come around once in a blue moon, let's say once every quarterly, they shower you with love and care and then they disappear again. When love and care is intermittent, you end up adopting anxious attachment strategy as your way of attachment. So in essence, these infants, upon growing up to become an adult, in their romantic relationships, they are often overly idealizing the relationship and they rely too heavily on the relationship and their partner for their own self-esteem. That is anxious attachment strategy. Comprende? Are we tracking all right? Secure attachment strategy is the second one. Now, this is developed in childhood by infants who are regularly given their needs, sort of their needs are met, as well as they are able to receive ample quantities of love and affection from either a single parent or both parents. So this would look like it's swimming day in school. Mom, you're coming. Yes, I'm coming. Dad, I'm performing at our drama festival. You're coming. Absolutely, Sonny or daughter or sweetie or honey, whatever it is you're called. And then they show up. Okay? So they are present. Now, upon growing up and they pursue romantic relationships, infants who grew up in homes where there were secure attachment strategies from at least their parents take that into their relationship. Number 3, avoidant attachment strategy is developed in childhood by infants who only get some of their needs met while the rest are neglected. Case in point, for instance, say you are fed, you are eating at home. I remember a neighbor where I was growing up near my mother's house who used to say, Aketo ganda girabuon gi rabuon ganda golayo gi mchele. Loosely to mean rice, beans, and green grams, and there's a lot of food in the house. What else do you guys need? Just go to school and eat and keep quiet. So maybe you grew up in a home where your parents believed that children were supposed to be seen and not heard. And yes, that one need was met, you're eating. But maybe deep down you longed for being held, for instance. You wanted to be held by your mom or your dad. That, physical touch was very important to you. But your parents are just like... All right? So they were meeting these needs of food, which is important, but there was no emotional attachment in the things that you felt were important. So you're sitting in the bedroom thinking, oh my goodness, if only my mom would hug me and come and tuck me and read me some story time, that would be amazing. But she never, ever would come around doing it. So as an adult, avoidant attachment strategy leads you to hold a negative view of others, but a very positive view of yourself in an adult relationship. You know those people who swear that the other person has a problem, but then they are pristine and pure, all right? The other persons are the weirdos, them they are perfect. Avoidant attachment style, that's where it emanates from. Finally, anxious avoidant types develop from abusive or terribly negligent childhoods. This is where your dad or Baba Kambo would whoop your back with a wire, or even your biological father, or a mother who would leave you and go dance, gyrate the whole night and even give you a shot of maybe a drink so you don't wail and bother her, okay? When you grow up and you have anxious avoidant strategy of connecting with somebody, you would seek both intimacy and independence in a romantic partner and sometimes simultaneously, which can lead to some pretty messed up dysfunctional relationship. Are we tracking all right? Are we together? I'm talking about the genesis of ways in which you behave the way you do. So, that said, if you're consistently avoiding commitment, remember yesterday we talked about gamophobia? If you're consistently avoiding your romantic partner, if you're shutting them out or not sharing things with them, things that are important in the relationship to be shared, maybe you just feel like, I don't want to talk for anywhere between 5 days to 59 days. Then you're probably pretty avoidant. That's where fear of commitment may emanate from. All right? If, number 2, you're consistently worrying about your partner. Where are you? Where are you? Where have you reached? Who did you meet? Did you meet Nani? Where are you? You told me you'll let me know and you get to Naivasha. Have you reached Naivasha? Babe, that was 10 minutes ago. I'm still in Westlands. No, but just keep me up to date. Where are you now? If you feel like they don't like you and you like them much more than they like you, all right? And you want to see them 24/7. Hi, where are you? I just left your house. Okay, are you coming in again in an hour? Then you're probably anxious. If you're comfortable dating people, being independent, being intimate with them, and are able to draw clear boundaries in your relationship, but you also don't mind being alone, you're probably secure. Now, the reason I thought this was an important conversation is because sometimes our parents just dished us what they were dealt. They did not know better. And I don't know about you, but there was a lot of vernacular when I was growing up about how children are supposed to be almost just seen. Like kids would not express an opinion, you are supposed to shut up, zip it. And the only things a child was supposed to do is to wear their uniform, go to school, get straight A's from top to bottom in all those 12 subjects we used to do then, and then eat, sleep, and be obedient. And it could be because that is how our parents were raised. All right? Now, the good news is upon understanding your attachment style, then you can backtrack and start say, you know what, I behave the way I behave because of what I was dealt. And I hope this conversation will help in two fronts. One, that you do better with your future children if you don't have one already, or two or three or 15. And two, that you understand yourself better so that you will understand where your neediness or lack thereof comes from. And the good news is that we can all adopt different attachment styles. It might take time, but it's completely doable. All right? That said, I hope you have a reflective and very introspective evening. For the purposes is for nothing else so that we become better. Good evening.